Hello and welcome back. Today I have another ink review video for you. And look how pretty this box is. This ink comes in a clear plastic case. So the bottle is inside here. And this box has got some shiny metallic gold accents. It's got some writing on here. And this is the Nagasaki Beautiful Scenery ink. And this is the Hirado Cathedral. And it comes out like that. So you got this beautiful little display box for you to show off the ink in, which I thought was really cute. So I'm just going to set that aside and we're going to do some swatches. All right, and here's how the picture looks on the front. And it does not appear to have any shimmers or anything. And I'm going to just open this up. And we'll try making the swatch first, and then we will try this out on some different papers. So when I saw this ink, I could only see it online, so I don't really know what it looks like in real life. So this is going to be a really fun test. But it looked pretty in the pictures. And of course the box and the display and everything, they're all very beautiful. So they did a great job on the packaging of this. Okay, we'll put lots of ink down here. Might be a little too much. That's okay. This has a very long name. I'm going to try to make it fit. This says scenery, if I could spell correctly here. There we go. Okay, we did get it to fit, so that's good. Let's set this aside real fast. Yeah, it's a really pretty color. It's going to be neat to see how this dries. So I'm going to set this over here and wait for that to dry, and then we will work on the paper swatches. I'm going to start with some regular copy paper. And I like to do this because we don't always have a nicer paper available to us, and sometimes it's good to see how this ink is going to perform on regular cheap paper in case that's all you have, maybe at work or school or something, and you're trying to choose an ink to put in your pen. So far it writes fine, it feels fine on the paper. I'm going to just call this the Hirado Cathedral rather than writing that whole name out. There we go. I don't see any major feathering or any other huge problems, and that's good because this is just copy paper. I'm going to let that dry. It looks like there might be a little bit of shading on this though, even though it's just copy paper, which is nice. Anytime I see an ink that will shade on copy paper, it means it'll probably shade on my nicer papers even better. So let's see if that's true for this. This one is HP 32 paper. It's copy paper, but it's a lot smoother. And it has a very nice feel to it when you write on it, but also the inks tend to show off their properties a little bit better on this than on regular copy paper. So if you can get your hands on some of this and you can't get the Tomoe River, this is a good step down, but it's a good compromise between, you know, cheaper paper and good performing paper, in my experience. Okay, this is HP 32. I'll draw some lines here. And it does look like there is some shading coming out on this as well, in the writing a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, there is a little bit of shading in there. This is a really pretty color. I know it's supposed to be a green, but this is a very, like, I don't want to say pastel, muted green maybe, with a lot of, like, a blue heavy green. It's very, very nice. All right, let's try this Tomoe River paper. And those other two could finish drying, and then we can check them all out together. I'm probably going to have to put that swatch under a fan to get it to dry because I really saturated that, so I might have to come back, pause this and come back. And if there are any colors or any specific inks you'd like to see me try, leave a comment down below, and if I have it or if I can get it, then we can check it and swatch it and we'll do a video. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. No, this is not HP 32. This is Tomoe River. There we go. I guess I was thinking what I should have been writing. Okay. So this already looks really, really good. I'm definitely seeing some shading on this, which is what I expected and hoped to see, since it did show up on the other papers. Let's take a look at that. I'm going to put the lid on this before I spill it. There we go. And we'll lay this over so you can see the picture. Alright, so yep, this needs a few more seconds to dry. I'm going to set this under the fan with the swatch and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So this dried very, very nice. Let me get all of them together here. So this looks great on copy paper. Definitely a good one if you only have cheap papers to work with. It's very legible and no feathering that I can see, and the shading is detectable even on the copy paper. On the HP 32, you definitely can see the shading even better. The color, there's a lot more variation that you can see in the color on this, which is nice. And then on the Tomoe River, of course, the shading is even more prominent here, and it looks so nice in the writing. And then on these swatches, you can see the shading around the edges. It's really, really pretty here on this Tomoe River paper. So I think this is one that would look great on any paper that you had available, because it just looks nice. I don't have any complaints at all. Nothing negative I could say about this whatsoever. Even on the copy paper, it just looks good. So this is a really nice ink. And then on the swatch, this is so pretty. So the colors separated out here so nicely. Beautiful shades of like blue-green down to a darker green. And it's just so pretty. So when it says beautiful scenery, it's correct. I think this is gorgeous. And down here you've got the shading and the writing that looks so nice as well. So this is a beautiful ink. I really recommend this one if you can find it. And like I said, I'll try to leave a link below where I found this. So hopefully that'll help you if you like this one and you want to get yourself some. So if you enjoyed this video, please click like and subscribe so you can see more. And thank you so much for watching. You have a great day.